So Splatoon 2 has been out for quite some time, and with Splatoon 3 right around the corner, I asked my Discord server what are things that they'd want to see in the next game. So here's a small wish list to the things we hope to see that are in the next title in the franchise. Right before we start this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and please subscribe. First thing up is the intro to the game. We're greeted by such a nice view of the city, but what comes next? You guessed it. Now, I'm not saying I don't like Pearl or Marina, but sometimes skipping the news is just what we want just to get into the game and start playing. These are valuable seconds of our lives wasted here at Nintendo, so please do it. Up next on the list is for the game to have better map rotations. So what I mean by this is that instead of having only 2 maps to play every 2 hours, we should have more than 2. Maybe we can have 4. Or maybe they can just leave it up to fate. Having a very limited amount of maps to play in such a long period of time can make the game get very stale for hours, and having that option to make more maps available will probably give the player base more of an incentive to play throughout the rest of the day. The third thing on the list is very useful for streamers, and that is for there to be a lobby joinable code instead of using a friend's code. I say this because the only way for people to join your lobby when it's open is to have them added as a friend, or if one of their friends joins one of their friends and they're already inside your lobby. I think I have currently all 300 slots of my friends list filled up, and after every stream I have to go out and I have to delete everybody that had just rejoined the stream just for me to end up adding them again on the next stream or the ones after that. Having that code would honestly just make life a lot easier and have everyone be happy. The fourth thing on my list has for the game to have endless Salmon Run. Now, maybe the game does want Salmon Run to feel like a real job by having these shifts, but if we're being honest, they're taking out a whole mode for sometimes half a day. There's been times where I want to play Salmon Run, and when I see it's closed, I just turn off the game. I just want to be able to play a chill mode with some friends, and it's just not an option. If Splatoon 3 does launch with an endless Salmon Run, I think it would make people who like the game and like that same mode be really happy. The fifth thing on my list might be something some competitive players would love, but it's the ability to rewatch your latest matches through a theater. Now, back in my days when I would play COD or Halo, people would want to see where you got eliminated from, or if they wanted really cool clips for their montage, they can see them. That's where the theater mode comes in. You can literally see every single map, every single game that you had already played. You can see it from both your vision or the enemy team's vision. This doesn't only let you see the game, but it makes you a better player. You get to come up with better map positioning, even new strategies to take on the game while you're playing multiplayer. And the final and sixth thing on my list might be a little bit of a hot take, but to be completely honest, I'm not a really big fan of the story mode presented to us in Splatoon 2. To me, Splatoon 2 felt as if it was more of a course rather than a well-written story, and I don't know if you feel that way, but that's just my opinion. With the Octo Expansion DLC, the game's story was somewhat better and made it a lot more challenging to beat, but it feels like a course that you need to complete and just a very linear path. I'm gonna be completely honest, there are some other FPS and TPS games that were very online multiplayer centric as Splatoon 2, just like games like Halo, Gears of War, and Call of Duty. Those 3 games were very big in the shooter genre, but the best thing that they had was probably their story mode. Throughout every one of those games, the characters, the dialogues meant more to me because of how the story was written, and it didn't feel that way in Splatoon's campaign or DLC. Doing 5 challenges and then at the end reaching a boss, once you defeat that boss you have to go over there and do another 5 challenges and then beat another boss, to me was not rewarding. I didn't get any love for the characters and I didn't feel any emotional attachment to anybody. Maybe in the next title they do make this a lot better, but that's just something that I would like changed in Splatoon. With all the things I listed on this video, I know that some people might not agree with all of it, but they are my opinions and the opinions of others. I do hope for Splatoon 3 to be the best one in the franchise because it's been so many years since we've gotten another one, and now that this one's right around the corner, I'm super excited. If you guys would want to watch another one of these videos, let me know in the comments below and tell me what are some other things that you'd want to see changed from Splatoon 3 or Splatoon 1 over to the new title. If you guys also did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to help the channel out a lot. With that being said, I love you guys and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!